Hi everyone, I'm Teodor Nikolov. I'm a PhD student at Cardiff University working with Candice Murray, and today I will talk about our study investigating eye movements during verbal and spatial maintenance. There is a different link between eye movements and verbal and eye movements and visuospatial information. During encoding, there are fewer eye movements to be remembered items of spatial information compared to verbal information. On the other hand, during maintenance, when an item is selected from visuospatial memory, a higher proportion of eye movements are made towards compared to away from the memorized location of a probed item. Verbal memory does not seem to rely on eye movements during maintenance of information, with visiting the empty spatial locations that used to contain the now relevant memory item not helping with memory retrieval compared to simply shifting attention covertly. We investigated gaze during encoding and maintenance of verbal and spatial information by using a retrocue paradigm. We use an eye link to record eye movements with each trial, beginning with a manual drift check. We asked participants to recall either the letters or locations of letters, either in forward or shuffled order. Participants were presented with 4 letters, each in a different quadrant in one of 2 possible locations within that quadrant. We then used digits to refer to the serial position number of the memory items as retrocues to prompt either forward or shuffled recall. It is important to note here that we included a 2-second blank screen after each retrocue to allow oculomotor activity. We found that fixation probability to be remembered items was higher during verbal encoding compared to spatial encoding, with a steady decrease observed after the first memory item during spatial encoding. We also found a higher proportion fixation probability to empty locations of cued memorized items during spatial compared to verbal maintenance. The highest fixation probability to a memorized empty location during spatial maintenance was observed after the final retrocue and was directed to the location of the first action-related item. This oculomotor behavior was not associated with a clear memory benefit or coast. These findings suggest that the oculomotor system participates in focusing attention to memorized spaces and that the type of information to be recalled modulates oculomotor behavior during information maintenance. Thank you very much for your attention.